Hi, the domesticated dog, such as Snoopy here, has stood by man's side since once developing certain adaptations which classifies the species as Canis lupus familiaris. But have you ever wondered when or where the domesticated dog went from being known as Canis lupus or wolves to the domestic dog? Well, research by the following authors, the article Ancient DNA Analysis affirms the Canid from Altai as a primitive dog depicts the controversy of the origin of domesticated dogs, with genetic data indicating a separation of modern dogs and wolves in the late Pleistocene. The archaeological record provides dog remains beginning at about 14,000 years ago, requiring domestication that predates agriculture. A full mitochondrial genome analysis on modern dogs suggests an origin in southern China around 16,000 years ago, whereas an extensive nuclear genome SNP analysis supports Middle East and European origin, which is actually in accordance with archaeological data.
In order to extend further, researchers isolated, sequenced and analysed 413 nucleotides from the mitochondrial control region of the dog, dated back as far as 33,000 years ago from the Altai Mountains in Central Asia.
This DNA was extracted from the right lower lateral incisor and mandibular bone fragment, and was then amplified in order to increase the initial amount of DNA. The primers for the amplification from the mitochondrial control region of the ancient dog were used based on previously published analysis. They then extended the primer's length from the mitochondrial DNA sequencing of the dog and wolf in order to increase the temperature of the polymerase chain reaction. These same primers were also used when sequencing the DNA.
The box plot shown demonstrates the genetic differences between the Altai specimen and the various groupings of the contemporary and extinct canines. The genetic differences were estimated under the assumption of Kuruma-2 parameter substitution model, the best fit for the truncated alignment of canines. The highlighted box shows the minimum and maximum counted differences. The Middle East, or East Asia, were suggested to be the centres of dog origin. However, these results suggest a more ancient history of the dog and its origin, confirming that the Altai specimen is more closely related to the domestic dog than to wolves. Additional discoveries of dog remains are essential if we were to further narrow the time and origin of the domestic dog. Thanks for listening.